imagine yourself being a character in World of Warcraft. What is their world like? How do they view their world? Do they not view it as solid? Is that not physical reality to them? And who are you? Where do you exist in their physical reality? You're not in their physical reality. You're non-physical. Mm-hmm. You see? You're not in their physical reality. You're a non-physical being. Oh, probably none of those World of Warcraft characters believe in non-physical beings. They think that's all silly, But that's what makes them swing or jump or run or whatever they do. You're sitting over with a mouse, and you're clicking on different things. You're pushing buttons and joysticks, and they jump or they run or they swing or they dance or they do whatever they do because you're putting inputs to it. And the two elves are sitting in World of Warcraft talking to each other, and they say, what do you mean consciousness? Where is that consciousness anyway? Well, here we are, and we're in the physical world. Now, don't tell me this nonsense about some non-physical world where there's consciousness that are working joysticks and mice and, having us do the things we do. We're in charge here. Right? What's the difference? You see, it's the same thing. So it seems like we're in charge here, but this is just a better model.
Gotcha. Well, what would you say the equivalent is with like the larger consciousness system or the consciousness that's running this computation? Like, I kind of get this image of, Om or LCS in a void, self-computing itself, making these simulations and running them. But what about that plane? What about that place where it's LCS, where it's just consciousness? It doesn't seem to have a where. It seems to be like self. How would you describe that dimension?
Well, that's what I say, that where. See, what you want to do, what your brain and your habits and your beliefs are trying to do is to make it into a place. Everything has a place, right? I mean, here we are in the universe, and you're sitting in a house and you got this, this reddish-orange couch behind you. You got a room and somebody's been doing stuff on the wall there. And you've got this place, and everybody lives in a place. Everybody has to exist in a place. And nothing can exist without a place. You see, that's the concept of a physical reality. And when you're in a physical reality, that's just the way it seems to you. That's the way it seems to those two elves that are sitting on that tree stump having a chat about metaphysics, in their game. And and somebody says, well, where are these beings with the joysticks and the things? I don't get it. What place are they in? You see?
Gotcha. Very good, very good. Gotcha.
Well, you're not in their place. You're not in their reality. And they say, well, they're non-physical. Well, now here you are with your hand on the joystick, and you feel physical,
right? But
you're not physical to them. And hey, they're not physical to you. You see? They're just data. You know that, but they haven't figured that out yet. Okay? But now the next level up, you haven't figured out yet that you're just data, so you want to put it in a place, you see? You want it to be a physical, solid thing that takes up space.
Right.
Well, if it's not a physical, solid thing that takes up space, then it doesn't exist. That's the way we're programmed to believe. That's a fundamental belief that we have here because that's the kind of reality that we're in. And that's why it's so difficult for people to get it, if you will, because you have to shift that paradigm away that we don't live in a physical space. We're just data and information, just like the two elves sitting on a tree stump having a conversation, much like our conversation.